Hey man, I'm just doing a little put together of the DSLR rig that I've been using because I want you to see what it can do. Yeah, so un momentito. So this is the DVTEC rig, and I'll be posting in the, just look in the comments, there's a link. Okay, so here's the shoulder mount. It's nice and padded. There's a spot here for a counterweight if you need it, which I have not yet, and you'll soon see why. You can see that the shoulder mount is actually kind of angled a little bit. It's right-handed. I don't know if it's possible to flip. You know, it may be possible actually to take these two screws out, put them back here, move that up here so that the tilt of it can be on the other shoulder. But it's for the right shoulder, right? Because you get a little slope to your shoulder. I do sometimes find that I have to sort of, hop it back up. So it's got two parts of an articulating arm here, right? You can see that, okay. I usually put it out pretty much straight, I think. A little bit down. You can tighten these down. Okay, so there it is from the side. Tighten down in a standard configuration. And this tripod mount is exactly the same width as a bogan, a standard bogan. Obviously it's longer to fit the rig itself. So, okay. Oh, and you can mount follow focus on here on the rails. It's standard size, 15 millimeter I think. But, with the focus shifters you don't need it. Okay. Okay, right, and then you attach the holder, the way you control it through the rails like that. You can put the handles forward, sorry, there you go. You can put the handles forward like this, or you can turn the whole thing so that the handles are facing back. I like it with it forward. Okay, so far, fairly standard rig, right? Et voila! Or un momentito or something. Cool ass thing part number one. Okay, so it's a belt, right? It's like a weight belt almost. It's a support belt. And over here, there's a little pouch. And you will see what this does in just a second. Okay, right, so how do I do this? There we go. Get it in there fairly nice and tight, Okay. The secret weapon. Spring-loaded arm, right? You can lock it down if you want to set it at a certain level. Let's say you're stationary for a while, right? But it's really the spring load that you want that really helps with smoothness. Okay, so get the rig up, and here's the only really sort of complicated piece. You see this, right? It's a spring-loaded bit, and this goes right up in here, just snaps right in, okay? And then you put this in there, and then you have the rig. Hang on. Yeah, that's a little better. No, that's probably right. Okay. And so all of that weight, right now it's popping way up because I don't have a camera on there. I'm actually having to hold it down. But all of that weight goes here, right? And so, therefore, actually, yeah, that's a bit better. There we go. So it's right at the eye level. You can use an eye cup. Sorry, I didn't manage this very well. Let's not chop my eye off. Move that forward. Okay. So you see what I'm saying, right? You can put this in the middle. I have been putting it over to the right because that's where the camera is. It does have a tendency to want to kind of fall off, but just with a little pressure, you can keep it where you want it. So, so that's it. That's the rig, and that's the reason it's so much better than any of the others. Now, the only really hard thing to do is to shoot straight down, right? Because you actually have to push on the arm. There were a couple times when I was out with Alex on the farm where that was an issue. But there you go. So this is what I used on the Alex gig. Where else have I used this? I've used this on a couple gigs for the Dickens Fair. So, all right, there you go. So, I will see you in 4 days, sir. Because I'll probably post this today, which means it'll be Friday when I see you. Okay. Thanks, bye.